Hi guys, as you know, I feature a ton of tripods, especially lightweight travel tripods here on the channel. And I have to say, in all of my featuring, I have never come across tripods that have so many different functions and are so extremely useful as these two right here. The difference between them is this one has a video handle, this one does not, but they are affordable, they are lightweight, they are well built, and they can do this. And this one, unlike any other tripod that can extend out this way, has a dual panorama function, so you can get all kinds of crazy shots. These are called glide goes because they can simulate what a slider can do, plus what a regular tripod can do, and they go to over 6 feet in height. This one here, this is also a screwdriver in the handle with some bits on the back. Fantastic innovation in the tripod space. We need to talk about it. Now, the beautiful viewers of this channel are aware that my go-to tripod brand is Ulanzi and their sister company, Falcam. I have those tripods everywhere. I take them for everything. I'm looking at 3 Ulanzi tripods right over there, holding up my cameras and my monitors out in the field. I often take a Falcam Tree Root or the Ulanzi F38 quick release tripod, travel tripod, nice and small. Now, these are also lightweight travel tripods, but they have all of that innovation I talked about at the beginning of the video, where you can get different types of slider shots, you can get low to the ground shots, and you can also use them in the studio as a quick overhead rig. Just set up your tripod, extend it out, and then you have a nice top-down angle. Now, of course, in the standard mode, especially with this panning handle, I can pan, tilt to my heart's content, use this like a regular video tripod. Or I can get down really low to the ground, change the angle as I see fit, lock it all up when I get my composition, or I can use it to get some smooth panning shots, tilting shots, whatever I want. And just look at how fast you can get a top-down rig. I have the tripod on the floor, extend the center column, tighten that down, extend the next column, tighten that down, switch it over there, tighten it up, and then change your angle. We are done. There are so many times I need a top-down shot for some quick B-roll, but I don't want to have one permanently set up. My studio space is not that big, so to be able to grab this tripod, get a nice overhead top-down shot when I need it, then quickly put this tripod away over in the corner, huge space saving and also huge time saving. Now, this video is being sponsored by Ulanzi, and I do know and love their products, but don't consider it a critical review. Consider it more of a showcase, but I do think these things are great value, especially because they're giving me a 20% off coupon to relay to you guys, which makes these tripods something like $215 when you look at a carbon fiber lightweight tripods with these type of options. Remember just a little while ago when a carbon fiber lightweight travel tripod cost over $500 USD? It's great that companies like Ulanzi are coming in and helping to bring down that price point. I should mention the quick release system. It comes standard with Yuka, and the great thing about this is that it fits my usual F38 plates. Like I said, Falcam and Ulanzi are sister companies, so the F38 plates also fit in this Yuka system, which is a huge relief to me because I have the F38 plates on the bottom of everything. The JJ05 comes in at only 1,545 grams. This one is 200 grams more at 1,745 grams due to the fact that it has the panning handle, which is also a screwdriver. We have nice, satisfying, sturdy flip locks in a forest green color, which I really dig, and it is so smooth to release these things. Very quick release system. Nice rubber feet on the bottom that can be unscrewed if you want to put on spiked feet. They also have a nice little innovation when it comes to changing the angle of the legs. Say you want to splay the legs out a little further, you actually just pull down on this spring nice and easy with your thumb, and then it just goes to where you need it to go. Very, very smooth. I like that instead of having to fumble around with a tight button that normally hurts my digits. We have a solid hook down here so you can hang a camera bag or some extra weight down there, and I do recommend that, especially if you are using the extending arm, you want to do overhead shots or you want to use it like a slider, put a heavy camera bag on there because this can take it up to 18 kilograms with your camera setup and some weight hanging off the hook. 18 kilograms make it nice and solid. The ball head itself can take 5 kilograms. Now, that is heavier than any setup that I ever bring around, so that is plenty for me. So the combination, being able to put some heavy weight down here and the ball head being quite strong, it does me great. With all of the buttons and knobs and dual panoramic heads, you can adjust this thing in an infinite amount of ways. You can just use it like a regular tripod, which of course is what I will be doing most of the time. And when I want to extend the center column up, I just extend the thick center column up there, and then I tighten it nice and tight, and it's a sturdy, lightweight tripod. But you can extend it. I'm going to have to pull this down because you won't be able to see it. You can extend it even further. Now, this is not going to be an extremely sturdy setup because it's so tall coming out of the center, and it's a thin pole here. So you probably will get some shake if you're trying to do like a long exposure photography and there's a bit of wind, but it's still going to get you shots. I just wouldn't do long exposure with it. But if you're 6'1", let's say you're a giant like Gerald Undone, then this would be good for you because it will be up there by eye level. It's way over my head. Now let me see if I can explain all the buttons, knobs, levers, and switches. This big green knob right here is for extending the main center column. Nice and thick center column. This knob is for your panning function on your central column, your main panning function. You flip out this lock and that releases the smaller center column to go out of the larger center column. You lock that down to tighten in your tripod. Up top, you will see another panning knob, and that is for the ball head's panning function. You flip out this lever right here, and that controls your entire ball head. So you can make adjustments, or if you want to go to vertical video, you can go down into that slot. On the JJ06, you have an extra knob, and that is for the tilting function. So you can pan and tilt with this video head. And of course, the piece de resistance, you undo this green knob right here in the middle of the two columns, and now you have access to that extended arm to go into any contortion that you see fit. You can push in a Yuka or an F38 quick release plate and it will just snap into place. You can move the switch over to the lock function, and that way, even an accidental press of the button, you will not release your camera. Now, for me personally, even though the JJ05 packs up a bit smaller and is a little bit lighter without the handle, I really like this panning handle that has the screwdriver kit inside because I will probably use this more in the studio to get slider type shots, overhead shots, and having that panning handle is a little bit easier for me. This would be better if I wanted to take it out in the field all the time and I was doing photography because I wouldn't need that handle then, but I have other tripods like the Falcam Tree Root and the Ulanzi F38 travel tripod that fit the bill for me in that capacity. So let me know what you think about Ulanzi innovating yet again. Do either of these tripods pique your interest? If not, tell me a tripod that piques your interest and I'll be sure to do a video about it. Thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.